Hello, everybody. Well, I'm getting back with you on. I'm working in the garage again. We've been having a lot of rain. I haven't had a whole lot of equipment work going on. I think since Thanksgiving we've had like 4 inches of rain, so that really, slows down my work as far as dirt work and stuff like that. So I've been piddling in the garage. I did a project to where I was doing the patio furniture. So we got that done. Well, 4 of the chairs we got done. And right now I'm building these Christmas light boxes for our yard. And well, I'm using this X-Carve CNC machine. Let's see if you can see it right here. I've only had it for, I don't know, a little over 2 months, so I don't know a whole lot about it. It definitely does the job, but I don't know if it's, the best one in the world. I know the program, the easel program that comes with it. It works. That's the program you got to use to run the machine. I don't know a whole lot about it, but what I do know about it is you're very limited on what you can do. So, but anyway, so let me, I'll show you some pictures of some stuff that I'm doing. Once again, sorry this isn't an equipment video, but right now this is a slow time of the season. That's part of being in the dirt work business and having equipment. I mean, I'm renting my stuff out a little bit here and there, so it's, making a little bit of money. But it's definitely the slow time of the year. So whenever it's a slow time of the year, I got to find other things to do to occupy my time and stuff like that. So this is what I'm doing right now. So I'll get back with you in a minute. So these are the light boxes that I'm building, and they actually you can put a light up underneath them. So you can buy like something like this, came off of Amazon. I'll put a link to them. Oh no, I take that back. These came from Home Depot. So they change colors, but you get a remote. Let me get one that's white. It'll show up a little better. See, so it's white. So you can put it like outside, and it actually comes with a remote, so you can change the colors. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but it lights up. At nighttime, you can really see it a lot better. So I'm going to be building those using the X-Carve. So let me set this up and we'll go through the process of how this works. Like I said, it's not the best program in the world, but it does get the job done. So first thing you do is, you open up easel and you find an SVG file and you import it into it. So I got these files off of Etsy. I bought them off of Etsy. You could buy SVG files anywhere from $1 to $5 or $6 for different designs. So of course you gotta be signed up with Easel, and they got a free trial. This is the Pro. So whenever I bought this, it came with this, and I got the Pro for like 3 years. So you import your file in there. Then you got to set the material that you're working on, which what we're working on is fence pickets. They're just treated wood fence pickets. So you do that. So it's like I put birch plywood, but you can really put, say, pine. So you scroll down, you got MDF, got pine right there. So we're using pine. The thickness of it, the X is 5.375. The length that I'm using is 20 inches. And then you got to put in the thickness of the material. So, thickness of material. Use a little caliper like this. Zero out. .602. 0.59. So we'll do like 0.59. So this is the part that's kind of, which I've kind of noticed on this. So we're gonna go 0.590. That's the thickness. So, okay. So now whenever you highlight this, it's gonna show over here your thickness is 0.590. So if you want to cut all the way through, then you set it. If you don't want to cut all the way through, then you can put a scale, but then it shows that it doesn't cut through. So we want 0.590. That's the thickness we want. But anyways, so the way I got this set up, let me bring it back up. I got it set up off of my board here because the problem I've been finding out is that these fence pickets are kind of, some of them are cupped and bowed. So it's hard to get the distance set, the thickness set exactly for it to plunge through. I've done messed up some of these by not going through all the way or going through all the way and trying to fix it. I ran two of them through the planer after I did that to thin it down so I could cut the pieces out better. Well, it came apart in there, so it ruined too. So anyways, so I line it up on here. I line this edge up with the line that's on the waste board. I put it on there like that, and then I just put the little hold downs right here on the ends. I got this little drill that I use that just makes it a little quicker. And this wood's extremely wet. The bit that I'm using is an upcut 1/8 inch bit. It's kind of dull. Like I said, I've been cutting quite a few of these. I haven't really learned a lot about the bits. I've been trying different ones. I've tried an upcut, I've tried a downcut, I've tried the end mill, and really and truly the upcut and downcut seem to do this the best. So now, slide you back down here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here and we're gonna get it in position. So we wanna, right now we're at the 0.1 to move it. So let's move it over. And what we wanna do is we wanna set it up. We wanna set it up right on the corner of this material. I don't have the probe. Well, I do have the probe, but I could never get the probe to work. So that would actually probably help me a lot on the thickness, but I haven't figured that out. I haven't got the probe to work. I do have the dust collect for this, but right now I just stand there with the shop vac and just suck up everything. But anyways, so let's move it over in position and I'll show you where I get it at. So I know a lot of people that I've watched on YouTube, they put like a piece of paper which is like 0.040 thick, and I tried that with using a filler gauge, but I just found out that I just get it down, look at it, like that right there. So I got it down to where it's barely touching. You could probably put your fingernail up underneath that blade. So okay. Okay, so you could probably put your fingernail up underneath that blade. That's how close it is to the wood. Barely slide your fingernail underneath it. So after you do that, you got it all locked down. So you go to the carve button here. Thickness is 0.590. That's how thick we want to go. If you wanted to go less than that, but that's what you need to set it at. You really need to do that in the other screen. So, okay, confirm thickness. Okay, make sure that your project is like secured down, clamped down. Yes. What bit? Okay, we're using the 1/8 inch upcut bit. So we say, okay, confirm bit, manual. Like I said, I couldn't get the probe to work. So use new position. Well, the new position we're using is in that corner right there. So that's going to be where we're going to start. So raise the bit, like so. This is if you want to attach a dust collector. I have one, but we're not going to. So skip. Turn spindle on. That's another thing I don't like. I wish you could turn it on by here, and maybe there's some other attachment you can put on here to do that. But I've noticed sometimes when I go to turn that on, that I actually move it a little bit, so that messes it up. Confirm spindle's on. Start carve. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna sit here and shop back it up just doing it. It says 16 minutes on the card. Okay. So then you come over here to this part, you click, yeah, it was a good run. If something was to happen, you could click that not well, and then troubleshoot it and ask you a bunch of questions like, was your depth off? Was your speed off? And it kind of helps this program learn the bits and what you're doing. So yeah, it was good. So it says 72 inches per minute, 24 inches on the plunge rate per minute, and depth per pass was 0.05. Now you can go in there and we'll hit save. So like if let's say we want to carve it again. Okay, well, let's take that back. You can go to this setting here, and I have it in manual, or you can do automatic. So automatic it would run itself, but I went in here and played with it and just, did it a little bit different whenever I was wanting to speed it up the other day. But anyway, so you got your manual and your automatic settings. So, but anyways, so that's that one. Let's see what it looks like. Let's move it out of the way so we can, let's go up. And then we'll just go to 1 inch. And that just moves it down out the way. All right. Okay. So this is what it looks like. So let's use a little drill here. Get these out. So as you can see how it didn't cut all the way through, but our board's kind of cupped. So that's what's bad about. To make this really work good, you need to plane these boards down. You need to get it perfectly even. See, like how that one's got a cup to it. So like when you set up the coordinates on this corner for the depth, well, then it, like on this one here, it actually cut deeper, and some of these pieces dropped out, and like up here at the star, it dropped out, and it got hung up, almost broke my bit. So that bit's probably, it needs to be changed out. It's probably wore out now. So what I do is whenever I have one like this, Let me get the tripod over here and get set up, and I'll show you what I do on this. Hold on. So what I do on this, so like I get this little DeWalt chisel, and then I'll peel out what I can peel out. And you want to do it, don't pry up against this part right here, because this is the weak part. So you want to put it where it's the fatty part of the wood. Then I got a bucket, I just throw the pieces away. See, like that right there is almost a little more time consuming, but it's not the end of the world. And the only way I know to fix this problem is to actually, see, like that one, Like, looks like it almost broke right there, but it's just to actually plane the boards down and get them totally flat. But I've tried that on these fence pickets, and when you do that, it makes them super thin because they cup so bad. So I just found this takes a little bit more time, but just do it like this, and then we'll clean up with this Dremel tool. Okay. Then I take my Dremel tool, and it's a cut saw bit on there, and I just run it around. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but at least it helps you keep from having to scrap the whole project. And you probably should have a mask on for this. And of course, it doesn't help that the wood's wet too, so. Being that the wood's wet makes it not that good too, because it kind of gums up your blade and everything. But you gotta remember, it's yard art, so. Okay. There we go. All right, then all you do is you turn on your sander. All right. Get some more of the fuzzies out of it. Just spend a little bit more time on cleaning it up, but that's what it looks like. So, not too bad. All right, I'll get back with you in a minute. This is the other one I cut out. Let me show you this one. I cut this one out before we did that one. So, but you can use your little Dremel tool and clean it up. Now on this furry part on the front, I think if you use a down cut bit, it would actually do better. But I think that bit's pretty dull. So they were cutting out a lot better, but anyways, it's all a learning process. So let me get back with you in a minute. Okay, now that we got our piece cut out and sanded up a little bit, now it's time to, we're gonna put it together. Just use the brad nailer and glue. Get some clamps to help hold it together when we start putting it together. I'm using Tight Bond 3 because they will be outside. Just want to make sure that one side's flush or pretty close to flush, because that's going to be it's going to be on the ground. So I put them in our flower beds, what I do, but it's going to be on. If someone was to buy one from you, then you put it. They might want to put it on concrete or something like that. So. Okay. Let's see which side we want to use here. Say we use this side. And as I put the clamps on, I just try to make it flush. So if I got to move it up or down a little bit, then that's what I do. Okay. Once I get one side like that good, then I stand it up. Then I check the other side, like this needs to go in just a little bit. So you can readjust your clamp. Like so. Okay. Pretty good there. I mean, these boards aren't planed or anything, so it's not going to be perfect and exact. They make for great gifts. I give our daughters some so they put them at their house, and I did the same thing for Halloween. The jack-o'-lanterns is what they call them. So, okay. So, you get a wet wash rag, just trying to wipe up some of the glue. Then the brad nailer. I have figured out if you go this way with the brad nailer, so if you go this way with the brad nailer, it's like when the nails go in, they usually go this way or this way, so they poke out. So I found it to where if you go this way, see how it went up? I didn't go down far enough, but it's like, if you did it this way, it would want to go out that way. So I just take a pair of these dikes like this, end cutters. And if it sticks out, then I just cut it off a little bit. Just take a hammer, knock it in there. Then I take off that one, come down, take off that one. Okay. Wipe up any glue. You want to make sure that this is pretty flush up here for when you put the top on it, like so light don't bleed through there. So it kind of messes up the effect, but it's not really the end of the world. Okay. Right. There you go. So it's a $2 picket and a little bit of time. You could do this with the hand router. I just used that because I have that and I'm learning how to use it. So, but you could do this with the hand router. And then I have had people ask me, like I said, I've only had that for about, I don't know, right before Thanksgiving, no, right before Halloween. And I did some jack-o'-lanterns, and I'll take you out in the front yard and show you what I'm doing. But we got lights in our flower bed, so I put it over our lights in the flower bed. So anyways, so I'm gonna do that, and I'll show you, but people have asked me to make these and sell, and I mean, I think you could get $35, $40 for them. So someone like me, this time of the year when I'm kind of slow because of the rain and everything, I can't do dirt work. I mean, I could make these for like next year. I'm gonna make some this year and try to sell them, but if they do good, then next year I'll start right whenever my work starts slowing down and start stocking up on these, you know, and get 20 or 30 of them built. Same way with the jack-o'-lanterns. Get 20 or 30 of those built and turn around and sell them for $35, $40. And I mean, it's not a lot of money, but at least it's a little bit of money coming in. So let's go out in the yard and put that in the yard and check it out. Okay, so here they are in the flower bed. And then I'll come out here tonight and show you what they look like at night. So that way you kind of got an idea. So when it gets dark, I'll come back out here and show them to you. Okay guys, it's nighttime now. So I was gonna show you the light boxes. So the flower bed has lights that normally shine up like the ones in the back. We just put like a red piece of light paper, they call it, or something over it so the light wouldn't be white. But the boxes that we make are these lights down in the flower bed, see? But you can buy lights like the ones I showed you earlier. I still gotta paint them, paint the boxes. What do you think? Not bad, not bad little decorating for Christmas. Of course, we got the lights out the road, but our whole street did them. Then we got Santa Claus down here at the end. Not too bad, huh? So anyways, so if you want to make some of those, I think they come out pretty good. They're definitely good gifts too to give to give like our daughters. They like them. I did some for them, like I said, in Halloween. So I decided to do some for Christmas. So that's our decorations, and I hope everybody likes them. Yeah, if you build some, I hope you enjoy it. I really enjoy doing it. So everybody take care. I'll talk to you later.